Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Good afternoon. Hope you will be fine. Today our topic, our unit transport in animals, and today our topic the heart is the main body parts of our body. And open your book, page number 108. We will discuss these two pages, 108 and 109. Now let us start. Here, number one. What is the heart? It is made of special types of muscles called cardiac muscles. Okay, and these muscles contract and relax regularly throughout the life. Okay, when they contract and relax, then they pump or push the blood to the body. Now, here are some sections that the heart have. Number one, the heart is divided into four chambers. First of all, the two upper chambers are called arteria, and two lower chambers are called ventricles. And the left chambers are separated by septum from the right chamber. Okay, here is a septum that separate the left and right chambers. And here you can see this is different parts of the heart. This is left part and this is right part, and this is septum. If you can see here, this septum, this separate, this is left part and this is right part, and this is left side. You can see this is red, and red side is the blood that is rich with the oxygen. Okay, we say oxygenated blood. And this is the right side that we say this is poor with the oxygen, and it is called deoxygenated blood. Okay, here you can see say that this side has more oxygen and less carbon dioxide. Here, this blue color of the blood, this you can say it is less oxygen and rich with carbon dioxide. Okay, this is the main parts of our heart. Now here we discuss some functions of our heart. Number one, the blood flow into the heart at the top into the artery. The both of arteries receive bloods. The left atrium receive from the pulmonary veins, which come from the lungs. The right atrium receive blood from the rest of the body that arrive through the vein cava. Okay, now left side that receive the blood from the lungs that is rich with the oxygen, and the left side that has rich with the carbon dioxide. Now next, the blood flow into the ventricle from artery, then the ventricle pump it out of heart. The strong cardiac muscle contract with considerable force and squeezing inward on the blood inside the heart and push it out. The blood in the left ventricle is pumped into the aorta, which takes the blood around the body. The right ventricle pumps blood into the pulmonary artery which takes it to the lungs. Okay, next, the function of ventricle is quite different from the function of arteria. Arteria simply receive blood from either the lungs or the other body parts that supply it to the ventricles. The ventricle pump blood out of the heart and all around the body. Okay, these are some functions of the heart. And here we summarize these functions. Number one, the right hand side of the heart. The right hand side of the heart receives deoxygenated blood from the body tissues into the right atrium, and left hand side that receive blood from the lungs, that is oxygenated blood, and it is go to the left atrium. Okay boys, these are the main function of our heart. Now I show you video, then you can see these things that I tell you, then you can see this. Okay.
Heart is a pump. It's a muscular organ about the size of your fist and is located slightly left of center in your chest. Your heart is divided into the right and left side. The division protects oxygen-rich blood from mixing with oxygen-poor blood. Together, your heart and blood vessels comprise your cardiovascular system, which circulates blood and oxygen around your body. In fact, your heart pumps about 5 quarts of blood every minute, and it beats about 100,000 times in one day. That's about 35 million times in a year. Oxygen-poor blood, blue blood, returns to the heart after circulating through your body. The right side of the heart, composed of the right atrium and ventricle, collects and pumps the blood to the lungs through the pulmonary arteries. The lungs refresh the blood with a new supply of oxygen, making it turn red. Oxygen-rich blood, red blood, then enters the left side of the heart, composed of the left atrium and ventricle, and is pumped through the aorta to the body to supply tissues with oxygen. 4 valves within your heart keep your blood moving the right way. The tricuspid, mitral, pulmonary, and aortic valves work like gates on a fence. They open only one way and only when pushed on. Each valve opens and closes once per heartbeat, or about once every second. A beating heart contracts and relaxes. Contraction is called systole, and relaxing is called diastole. During systole, your ventricles contract, forcing blood into the vessels going to your lungs and body, much like ketchup being forced out of a squeeze bottle. The right ventricle contracts a little bit before the left ventricle does. Your ventricles then relax during diastole and are filled with blood coming from the upper chambers, the left and right atria. Then the cycle starts over again. Your heart is nourished by blood too. Blood vessels called coronary arteries extend over the surface of your heart and branch into smaller capillaries. Here you can see just the network of blood vessels that feed your heart with oxygen-rich blood. Your heart also has electrical wiring, which keeps it beating. Electrical impulses begin high in the right atrium and travel through specialized pathways to the ventricles, delivering the signal to pump. The conduction system keeps your heart beating in a coordinated and normal rhythm, which in turn keeps blood circulating. The continuous exchange of oxygen-rich blood with oxygen-poor blood is what keeps you alive.
Hello. Okay boys, this is our topic today. Okay, you revise this, and this today our syllabus has been finished. This was the last topic. Okay, see you later inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.